A happy marriage is a harbor in the tempest of life. An unhappy marriage is a tempest in the harbor of life. The statement cannot be more apt as nowadays the incidences of broken marriages or unhappy marriages are on the rise. Today, courts are flooded with such litigations. Gone are the days when divorce was viewed as a taboo and disgrace for the family, as back then the laws were not as liberal or effective. What is divorce? A divorce is a judicial declaration dissolving a marriage which releases the marriage partners from all matrimonial obligations. To put it simply, divorce is a process by which a marriage between two adults comes to an end. And there are four ways of separation: mutual divorce, contested divorce, annulment, and judicial separation. Today, I'm here to share my knowledge upon the topic divorce by mutual consent. Divorce by mutual consent or mutual consent divorce is a procedure taken when both the parties, husband and wife, mutually agree and decide that they cannot live together anymore. And the very best option is to get a divorce by mutual consent. Mutual consent as a ground of divorce has been laid down in the Hindu Marriage Act since 1976. Prior to 1976, the only Indian statute providing for divorce by mutual consent was the Special Marriage Act 1954. Persons married under the provision of this act could get their marriage dissolved by mutual consent if the marriage had failed and the parties wished to get separated. The Marriage Laws Amendment Act 1976 added Section 13B to the Hindu Marriage Act, thereby introducing mutual consent as a ground for divorce. Mutual divorce, as the name indicates, is when both the parties want to settle amicably. Requirements to be complied for a mutual divorce. The parties have been living separately for a period not less than 1 year. The parties have failed for any reason whatsoever to live together. The parties have freely consented to the agreement of dissolution of marriage. Lastly, the parties are at the liberty to withdraw the petition. It seems that the petition may be withdrawn even at the instance of one party in course of 6 months from the date of presentation of the petition, but when a joint motion is taken by the parties after the lapse of 6 months, but before the expiry of 18 months from the date of presentation of the petitioner making an inquiry, the unilateral right of a party to withdraw the petition appears to be barred. Provisions in the law for mutual divorce. As we know that there are different acts for registration of marriage, the same applies for divorce as well. The law has various provisions in different acts. Section 13B of Hindu Marriage Act 1955, Section 10A of the Divorce Act 1869, Section 28 of Special Marriage Act 1954, Section 32B of Pasi Marriage Act 1936. Relevant points to be taken into consideration while seeking mutual divorce. Firstly, child custody. Secondly, alimony and maintenance. Thirdly, settlement of property and assets. Documents required for filing mutual divorce petition: address proof of husband and wife, marriage certificate, 4 photographs of marriage, income tax statement of last 3 years, and details of profession. Where can the mutual divorce petition be filed? where the husband and wife are presently residing or where they were last residing as husband and wife. Steps taken into consideration for dissolving the marriage by mutual consent. The legal procedure for mutual divorce in India as stipulated under Section 13B of Hindu Marriage Act 1955. First, filing of the petition by both husband and wife in the family court. The first step is filing of a joint petition in the family court. The joint petition is to be signed by both the spouses. The petition consists of the statement that they have mutually agreed to dissolve the marriage and it is not possible for them to reconcile the marriage and live together. The petition has a settlement agreement which consists of the clauses with respect to property, custody of a child, maintenance, and alimony. Second, appearance of both husband and wife in the family court. The second action of the procedure is the appearance of both the parties in the family court along with the legal counsels. Family court judge will go through the whole petition. The court will try to reconcile the differences and if this is not possible, the court will allot a particular date and the matter will be proceeded further. Third, scrutiny of the joint petition by the family court. The court thereafter scrutinizes the joint petition and the supporting documents submitted by both the parties. Fourth, recording of the statement on oath and passing of the order on first motion. After going through the contents of the petition, the courts will record the party's statement on oath and then first motion is passed by the family court. After this, a 6 months cooling period is given to both the parties, after which they can file the second motion. The maximum period to file the second motion is 18 months from the date of presentation of divorce petition. Recently, the Honorable Supreme Court in the case of Amardeep Singh versus Harveen Kaur 2017 held that the minimum 6 months period is not mandatory and can be waived off if the court deems fit. Fifth, the second motion. After 6 months of the initial first motion or by the end of reconciliation period, if both the parties still do not agree to come together, then they can appear for second motion for the last and final hearing. This includes parties appearing and recording of statements before the family court. All the issues relating to alimony, properties, and custody of children are settled. Court can pass a decree of divorce. If the second motion is not made within the period of 18 months, then the court will not pass the decree of divorce. Last, order of the court of final decree. An important and mandatory requirement for the grant of divorce by mutual consent is the free consent of both the spouses. There shall be no collusion between both the spouses. Upon the basis of the statement of both the spouses, the family court provides the suitable order and dissolves the marriage. The family court then passes the decree of divorce, and with the decree of divorce, the divorce is pronounced in the court. Divorce becomes final once the decree of divorce has been passed by the court. The average timeline of the entire process from the date of filing till getting the decree can be around 6 months to 2 years. However, it can take longer depending upon the nature of the case. The appearance of the parties is necessary before the court during first and second motion. At last, I would like to conclude that opting for mutual divorce removes unnecessary quarrels and saves a lot of time and monetary resources.